So we're getting on pretty good now. We're developing some new features. I wanted to show you today the following that we've got for the user profiles. So if I click follow, then there's a property in the page called is following. If I refresh the page, I'll just prove to you that it works. So you see we can unfollow the user now. Click on unfollow, and if I refresh the page, we can see that they're following. In terms of the database, I'm going to show what we do. So if I click follow, what it is that in a database, there's a table called following, and then they have the user here, which is logged in, which is me. And then in there's a user following inside of this object, and that will list any other users that I'm following here. And if we click on unfollow, we can see that the thing is removed. Quite simple. Now, remains to be seen if this is scalable for lots of data, but I think we're okay for now. In terms of the code, not that complicated either. We have a function here called follow user, and what that does is that it takes in the user that you want to follow, which will have the user ID. We get our current ID from Firebase auth. We just log what we're doing, and then we get a reference to the following table, and then we do the path my ID user following, and then we just update this here like that, and that update user ID equals true. In terms, we don't really have to set it as true, but we could send it to anything. We're just reading it out. In terms of reading it out, there's a function here called am I following, and what we're doing is we're just reading that path, and then we're returning the value, and then we just in the app we just look at that value, and if it's positive or if it's falsy or not falsy, we determine to show whether or not the button is follow or unfollow. And if we just go to the profile here, there is a little bit of complexity here because this is doing quite a lot of things. We set up this promise object, and then if we are currently logged in as ourselves, then we immediately resolve with our own user data. If it's not our data, then we wrap two promises up here. We get the data of the user that we're interested in, the profile, and then we get this other thing. We look at the other table, am I following? The reason that we keep these separate is that I don't want to have to load. We don't have to load the following information for the user every time we read a user. So that's once that promise is resolved, then we basically have inside of the result here we just toggle the unfollow or follow buttons based on is following, and we set that here, and then we have the follow and unfollow buttons, and that's just over here. The unfollow user is pretty much the same as this one, except that instead of updating, we are removing. And that's all for following users. Thanks.